about to attempt something that I've never done before because I love a challenge and I love working with my hands, challenging my hands to do new things, to try new things. I'm about to DIY this couch. It has had a long run, pretty hectic one too. The color gets dirty very quickly. It broke there, so we have to reinforce it. And we're gonna change the upholstery. There's our material there, the old sponge, and we'll get cracking. I'm so mad at myself. I only got 6 meters of webbing tape and I've used up most of it. This is what's left right now. And the store closed. So I'm gonna have to wait for the morning to finish webbing this couch. However, I'm gonna continue covering this guy as well as the ottoman right here because they weren't broken. This guy had to be opened up and I decided to go with the webbing method after some research online because it broke. It completely broke. So what I discovered from this project is that a lot of, or maybe where we bought the couch, actually they use a lot of cheap material, so they used less webbing tape because the webbing tape gives it a bit more comfort. It gives it that spring, so when you're sitting it doesn't feel like you're just sitting on a plank. So they used less of that, and they used these planks to attach or to create some kind of structure. However, this is the plank that broke. It broke, and it broke the triangle that was supposed to be here. So I removed all of that. I found that the most useful method for me, because I'm using a staple gun only for this project, is just to buy some webbing tape and just web this thing up to create some sturdy structure. So that is what's left to do for this guy in terms of webbing. And like I've said, I've run out of webbing tape. I'm going to continue with the other stuff and I will update you later. Middle of everything in between the construction and everything, I am a mother. So I just quickly made a puree for my baby. This is beetroot and sweet potatoes. As you can hear, she's becoming restless. And that's what it is. She's about to eat now and my food is also about to arrive. Okay, so after she's eaten, there's obviously going to be some leftovers. And what I do, I just pre-pack them in these little containers that I got from Takealot. And then I pop them in the fridge. 2 of them are equal to probably 1 serving for her at this stage. Or right now. Yeah, this one might be just an extra one. So I might just have to pop it in the deep freezer. And then the rest will go in the fridge for the next day. And I have to carry on eating and then she goes on my back. Okay, so I've decided to start with the ottoman. And I've just covered it with this material. I forgot what it's called. But it's not really like a sponge, but it's what comes before the material. So I've covered it using hot gun glue. And now I'm going to see if I can put the material over it. Okay, so the ottoman is completed and I'm very happy with the results. It came out, I think it came out fine. The corners are nice and neat. I'm just going to have to cover the bottom because this was my first attempt. Just wanted to see how this is actually going to pan out, and from the looks of things definitely something like this. I don't know what it's called, to just cover the base and cover my staples there. I'm using this heavy duty staple, this one, together, let's see, together with this one. This one is much lighter. So this one is quite heavy, so I don't really have the strength sometimes to push through. hence why my stitches are still looking a bit dizzy, but I'm getting the hang of it slowly but surely. I just would have preferred for it to be a bit neater, but it's at the bottom. Nobody's gonna see that, so it's not really a big deal. Yeah. This guy, it's the biggest challenge. So because I still need that weaving tape. I don't want to go to the store right now. I want to go there, saying, okay, what's short, what's not, so that I can come back with everything. And I had wanted to change the cushions as well. I'm thinking yellow. Today, I'm seeing this kati and less pressure and less panic because I'm going to then seeing my direction and see what exactly am I taking. So yeah, let's get going. So I'm out of glue. These are hot glue sticks. You put them in the hot glue gun, brings it out. Okay, so this is now covered. So I decided to just do the surfaces and not this part because the other part of the couch connects to this part. So if it's too fluffy there, it's not really gonna sit seamlessly when we put it together. So now I'm about to attempt to cover this with some material. It's a very slow process. I took this thing lightly, but I'm just glad that it's coming along well. You know, as much as it takes up a lot of time, but it's coming together, hey? It's coming together. Hi, Umhle. Hello. So far, this is what I have. Some staples are exposed, and I'm gonna make a plan to cover them with something. But in the meantime, this is what we've got. So I didn't record this process, but it's kind of a tricky one. So I had to cover this piece I decided to staple it on the reverse side and then fold it over so that this could be a seamless finish. Just ironing it now. To give it that clean feel. But this part was the one that gave me the most anxiety because we are only using just the staple, but it seems like it came together. I'm gonna try putting glue here. Got a hold of more webbing, and so that one is completely done. I didn't show you the final product, but that's what I did with this one, and then now we're back to this baby. So I've successfully reinforced the couch using webbing tape. Left this part open because there's still a plank there. Otherwise, this creates a lot of structure. Like, it's very comfortable.
A few moments later.